Well, you've been feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Rizzo and Jeff here. Another edition of FM Unfiltered. What's today? Wednesday, Tuesday? What day are we
What
on
the hell
here?
day is it? It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow begins a series of events that could kind of really end the Rizzo and Jeff saga, or at least take it to the next level.
Yeah. This has been something a long time coming, timing everything, and
Yep.
it's going to begin tomorrow. I mean, it's
Yeah,
a big moment for us in our lives.
it is. It's a big moment. And listen, look, are we back boring again? Are we back in the fucking studio again? Yes. Is it hard to roll out on Clinton talking to hookers every day? Really is.
Look. It's going to be hard to top yesterday's program.
Right.
Okay?
So we just didn't even fucking try.
So, you're in the moment.
Yep.
You're hopped up. You're on Avenue D. There's
Yeah.
no better feeling. It was like a high, man.
It was a high, Jeff. That's a
Yeah.
great way of putting it.
And we were rolling, buying Big Macs for people, doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But as I was sitting here today, and,
Okay.
I was just watching Seinfeld.
Okay.
It was the...
You were thinking about the show.
It was the bottle deposit episode where they tried to figure out, how to get the,
cans?
get the cans.
The
right,
cans,
right.
okay.
JFK's golf clubs, that one. And,
Okay.
and I was looking outside, and I heard the police sirens go off. It's the usual sound of the area. I thought, how dumb was that last night, what we did?
Well, you know what? I think it exacerbates it because, and I will put it on the Patreon. Did you go outside earlier today?
I did, yes.
Okay. So outside today, there are cops that are parked at like corners of like North Clinton and Pleasant. And then there are cops that are walking up and down the street. And then I find out that somebody got murked. I mean, we saw a knife fight, somebody pull a gun, somebody actually ended up doing the thing, and now the cops are up here. So we put ourselves in a lot of danger rolling up to people with our windows down, going up to ladies of the night. You went up to a guy who was a zombie. It was fucked up.
So that's what that is when the cops park across the street over there. Is that is that the murder protocol? Because I've seen that
It's
before.
murder protocol.
Okay.
When you have 1, 2, and then you have a detective.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So, what we were thinking about doing, and make sure you're liking and sharing this video because obviously, we can't do what we did every night, but I was thinking maybe what we'll do is one show a week. We'll do our show from our studio, right? A regular show that people enjoy. We love all the downloads. Thank you to PCHO. I tagged our friends the P's as I tagged Upstate Pro Wrestling because, without people like that support, we wouldn't be able to do this. But, if you guys want us to maybe go out once a week, maybe we'll have Jeffrey walk up the thingamajig. Where was it? The thing.
Ontario.
Ontario.
The beach, yeah. Charlotte.
Yeah,
Charlotte Beach.
We'll have him walk up there. I mean, you guys star-slutted the hell out of us when we did that.
Yeah, well...
I don't know.
Well, the struggle was on at the time to try to make that happen. And like I said before this video came on, I said, the hip has actually been feeling okay. I mean, it may It might not look like it,
Okay.
as I stomp around, but it's been relatively okay. I've been a little bit pain-free. It's been kind of nice, actually.
I am, and I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna do this real quick because we got just a few things to get into. But I will say this: what's up, Dane? What's going on, Mike? I'm really over the Rochester fucking Museum of Play. Yes, I know Jeff was miserable on that walk, but I think it's cooler, right? You'll be all right.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not so much the heat either. It's the physical pain that I put myself through just for the joy and laughter of our fans.
So that douche who we used to have on the show all the time, who was the head of the Toy Hall of Fame, throws up. Now,
can I tell you honestly, the last time that we had him on, his attitude was for the pits.
It was for the pits. Now it was.
Initially it was a lighthearted conversation about the corn popper, right?
Yeah.
But then his attitude, it started to shift and change.
It did.
and he didn't seem like he wanted to be on the show anymore. So to hell with him. I didn't bring him back on.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I have received word that not only Bop It, but the Corn Pop are back up for the Rochester Toy Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about it other than to say I know he's going to dick it. He might put it in because we are not currently on the air, but I guarantee you by the time the announcement's made, we will be back on the air in multiple places. And, I'm going to put it down. I'm sorry that this is it's a wonderful place to take the Bambine. I took the Bambine.
Sure, great. I'm sure it's wonderful. I'm sure it's a real wonderful experience, but there's a gaping hole.
Yeah.
A big gaping hole.
Gaping holes. And
that is not filled there, and it's with the Corn Popper, and he's somebody that
he's a son of a bitch. He could push it through.
He could push it through. That was what I was going to say. He could push it through for sure.
They have baseball cards, Battleship. That's a no-brainer. Bingo, okay. Bop It. Too young of a toy. They got Cabbage Patch, the Corn Popper, Choose Your Own Adventure game book, Connect 4, and fucking Ken. They got the Little Tykes Crazy Coop. That's a classic. You got Nerf toys. I'm down with that. All right, you got Slime.
I think we're too soon for Slime.
I think we're too soon for Slime, too.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think that's a no-brainer. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like,
I grew up on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Of course, but so they got to be 30, 40 years old, right? Okay. Connect 4, we're on the cusp. Ken, no way. Cabbage Patch. Okay,
they were a big thing.
They were a big
thing. Patch,
no.
Like my sisters had them, and what did they have? Like a birth certificate that came with them.
Yeah, they come with them and shit. Yeah. Bop It, dude, that was my gen. Too early for the Bop It. Bingo, baseball cards, dude. I mean, what? Is that a toy? Like it's Jack's. Like, are we? What are we doing here? We're trying to outsmart. You know what Rochester is? You think you're the white collar Buffalo, and you're not.
Is that the kind of like thought process?
Yeah,
you brought that up to me before.
You know why? Because it came from a Rochesterian. I'll say BH.
Okay.
Baby hands. She said that Rochesterians believe that they are the white collar, Buffalo, and you're wrong.
I've never been.
You're not better. You've
been to Buffalo.
I have.
You went to Buffalo. You did a little tour of Orchard Park.
Orchard Park. It was cool.
Is it better looking than Rochester?
Okay.
Or is it comparable?
Okay. So from the drive-by, it looks to be more cosmopolitan. Buffalo versus Rochester. I blew out a tire on 90. You get off the exit, you are on Clinton Avenue, every exit.
Okay.
All right.
In Buffalo.
Okay. It sucks.
Okay.
It stinks. It smells like It smells like Cheerios, and there's crack everywhere.
Okay.
It just sucks.
All right.
So Buffalo is garbage.
Well, what I saw there. Garbage. Look, here's the one thing that I saw is that they have a Checkers, and I haven't had a Big Buford in a while, and I would love a Big Buford.
Let me ask you something. I have been thinking about the furthest possible distance you should drive for food. It's interesting. Like a Big Buf, that would be what, an hour and a half drive for you, right?
And I'd probably take the drive because, Checkers fries, they're some of the best fries on the planet.
Would you take the drive? Because I'm thinking about going to Q's. I'm thinking about heading Easterly way and heading over and getting some fucking, ready for this? Sbarro pizza. What's up, Joanne? Make sure you guys are liking and sharing. Appreciate you. Caroline will tell you about him in a minute.
It's a big balls move.
It's a big balls move,
so
right?
Is it at the mall over there?
It's at the mall. Okay. They closed the last one in Rochester. There is none in Buffalo. So I either need to go to the home of John DiTullio, of which I already went and I owned.
Erie, PA.
Yeah.
What you want to talk about? A walk and talk and dump. That's another one.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll go to Q's. I'll go and I'll get breadsticks and za.
Right.
Is that worth the drive to Q's for some Sbarro? You know how I feel about the Sbarro.
I do.
Yeah, 90 minutes, champion. Fucking yes.
Yeah. 90 minutes. You know what? Why not? Why not go? If it's something that just brings a little joy and levity to your life, to eat that crappy, greasy pizza, then you know what? You go get it.
Big Buford. going to take you 75 to 90 minutes.
It won't.
Would you make the drive for the Buford?
I have thought about it.
And?
I want to make the drive for the Buford.
Okay, so you would do it.
I would.
So what is your cutoff? I'll give you an example. I love Wawa. Okay? I don't know if I'd drive to the Poconos. That's 3.5, 4 hours. I don't know if I'd go 4 hours to hit the Wawa. All right, like that's too far for me.
Yeah, for
right?
a hoagie, that's a little far. Yeah, I don't think I'd go that far for and the Wawa's problem. I don't know when the last time you were there, but they've really
corporate America.
They've simplified the menu.
Yeah.
There's not a lot. It's like turkey and cheese and something else, and a hoagie.
And you know what they're doing, Pete? They're doing all kinds of weird shit. I hate to say it. The very first Wawa, representing Delco, on McDade Boulevard in Delaware County, and they have totally shit the bed on what they're doing. Sheets, it's been a Wawa knockoff. I will say this, Mighty Taco worth the hour drive to Buffalo. Mighty Taco, he's saying.
Okay.
A lot of people are asking before we continue about Teddy. How's he doing? A lot of people seem to be worried about the Tedster.
Teddy?
The Tedster, yeah. Well, did you say something about the Tedster?
Well, look, he his once a year comprehensive exam that he does, and they kind of put him through the ringer. And as you get older, it kind of it takes it out of you a little bit. So he's been a little down and out today, a little upset tummy, and we're working through it.
So the show's not going to be as long today, but we just wanted to. I mean, again, you can't top what we did yesterday, but we were thinking about going out once a week. So I'm thinking maybe Jeff walks up here. Maybe we go. Monroe, we seem to hit or miss. Park Avenue was a total colossal failure for us.
Overrated too.
It's totally overrated.
Completely overrated.
I would drive to Brockport for Jimmy Z's whenever. That's 35 for me. So here's the thing. Jimmy Z's, we love Jimmy Z's. Jimmy Z, kind of seemed to abandon ship because, they convinced him that, we were fugazi.
Did they talk him out of it?
I think they did.
Wow, that's a shame.
We had the titty burger and everything, and I loved Jimmy Z's. I loved everything he had to offer. I did.
I never tackled the burger, and I always wanted to do it, and I'm sad that he's abandoned ship. I mean, that's a friendship that I thought was going to blossom into something, and I'm very upset.
It could still, especially when he finds out what we're doing. But listen, when you know who your friends are when the chips are down.
Right.
All right. And all I will say is that I won't name a name, but the sales rep that I call Poindexter.
Yeah.
All right. Real pencil pusher.
Real dipshit.
Real dipshit. All right. Needs to shut his mouth. All right. Again, 35 minutes. Listen, I get that, but that's a puss ride. I'm talking, I would probably go 3 hours for a legit Philly cheesesteak, a Primo, a D'Alessandro's, a hoagie. Would you take the 3 hour drive?
You could get to the Poconos of PA in 3 hours.
You could, but would it be? Because again, DePisa's Subs is as close as you're gonna get to a legitimate hoagie.
Yeah,
like DePisa's was tits out.
Yeah.
Other than that, what's the furthest you would drive? Their cheesesteak was almost as similar as the Philly cheesesteak. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, look, I have no problem. You know that I drive often, and I go back to Philly pretty often.
You do.
But for the food destination, because here's the deal. That's an up and back. So it's an up and back. So it's, you go 3, then you're talking 6. So right. I think an hour and a half, probably max for just about any kind of food that I'm really looking for.
So, hour and a half, I think this weekend, I'm going to Sbarro Pizza at the mall in Q's. What if you go get a Buford and we do a Facebook Live, one from Q's, one from Buffalo? Here's the thing. I don't get the WEC. Right, the whole big weck.
Right.
What is weck?
Yeah.
Is that beef?
Is
it roast beef? What the fuck is weck?
Weck is the roll. Weck is the roll. So it's a weck roll. It's a seeded roll.
Would that not be like a seeded Kaiser or Zarcone roll?
Yeah, in a sense. Yeah.
So why is it called weck? Like it's something different.
I don't know too much about it, but weck's the roll. It's a roast beef sandwich. I can make that for you.
Right, it's a roast beef sandwich, right? It's like going
to
Red Osier
2 weeks ago. Yeah. Red Osier. I have not tried that.
Okay. You know what? I forgot. We went together. You didn't try it. I did. when we went to what is the name of that place on Park Avenue? It's that deli, Calabricella's, I think it was.
Yeah. Yep.
I got the Red Auge. Now listen, this might be sacrilege. The Red Auge, it didn't pitch tent for me. It didn't pitch.
Didn't we spend like $100 in there?
We spent $87. Yeah, okay. This is when we were getting $5,000 bonuses, and we were fucking top of the world.
We got cannolis and all kinds of stuff. Pickle here, pickle there.
Pickle there. I wasn't pitching tent for Red Auge. I didn't get it. I didn't. I don't know. Maybe it was just the way it was done at Calabricelle's. I just don't get the Red Auge. I don't understand
it's roast beef. It's a roast beef sandwich.
It's beef. Come on. Well, here's the thing. In Philly, they got the beef on the Kaiser. There's this place called Tom and Jerry's. It's really good. There's a place called Tony Luke's. It's really good. So is it that it's the Red Auge brand? Because to me,
I think it's how it's prepared. I think it's the cheese you put on it. That's all very important. The roll is everything too with a sandwich.
Beef on Kimmelweck is as good as a salty. Okay, so I need to.
Kimmelweck is the roll.
So
that's why it's beef on Weck.
It's not Weck. Weck is Kimmelweck. Hold on.
Right, but for short.
For short, so instead of like buffalo wings, you say I just want some wings. Right. So Kimmelweck rolls. Okay. So to me, I just want to look at an image of Kimmelweck rolls. So to me, this looks like a Kaiser roll with a bunch of shit on it, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I don't know what's on the roll there. Is it salt? Is it?
I got to hold up. Let me pull up the recipe. I mean, what's on a Kimmelweck roll? Here we go. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out the Weck situation. Here we go. Kimmelweck rolls from Karen's Kitchen. Okay, particularly in the Rochester and Buffalo. We're trying to figure out this Weck thing. Here we go. We're at Karen's Kitchen Stories.
That looks like onions, like a...
Right, okay, so this looks to be like, is this basil here?
A little basil?
A little basil. Okay, so it looks like salt. Oh, come on. This chick really wants me to subscribe to look at your stupid-ass website. Then I don't even want it, okay? I don't even want it. I'll find what's on Kimmelweck. All right, here we go. This is Kimmelweck. Here we go. Kimmelweck rolls. Feeling full. We're talking about, I don't know. Oh, look at, okay.
Is that rosemary?
Okay. This looks like rosemary. It looks like salt. It looks like pepper. It looks like pretzel. It looks like poppy seeds.
I hate rosemary.
Me too.
If there's one, I really can't stand rosemary on too much of anything.
What is the point of rosemary? They say Kimmelweck looks like Kaiser, but they're topped with...
Oh my God.
What the fuck is a caraway seed?
I don't know.
What's a caraway? And coarse salt with crispier crust. Weck rolls or hard rolls are like Kimmelweck are used to sandwich beef. So the texture is outstanding, but they also have a nice flavor on the inside. So what's the fucking big thing?
That sounds like a real sodium bomb.
It sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, you go eat it. That's a real sodium bomb.
All right, I need to find out what a caraway seed is. All right, so a caraway seed is fruit seeds that are crescent shaped, laterally decompressed around 3 millimeters with... Come on, seriously? Can you just tell me what it is? It's used in rye bread.
Okay.
So what the hell... Okay, but again, it doesn't matter to me.
People really still eat rye?
I get. I mean...
That's like firing up pumpernickel. Nobody fires up pumpernickel.
Oh, you know what? Fuck you.
Fuck me?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You're giving me a pumpernickel fuck?
I am giving you the pumpernickel fuck. Okay. All right? I am giving you a fuck you on pumpernickel. And I'm going to tell you why. Outback.
Okay.
Toasted rolls. 100% pumpernickel.
You know what?
Fucking delicious.
I got to take this back.
What's up, State?
Because I want you to just double check this for me. Because you can give me the pumpernickel fuck.
I'm going to give you the pumper. Okay, good.
The Ruby Tuesday croutons, are they pumpernickel?
Tuesday
the brown croutons.
This is a good question. Fuck you. Pumpernickel croutons.
There is nothing better
than a Ruby Tuesday crouton.
Pumpernickel brown crouton on that salad bar.
So what you're telling me, and
I shoved them in my pockets.
You stole, and we're removed from Traverse City. They're closed. You stole. You shut the restaurant down. You stole from them. You kept bringing personal. What is it called? Tupperware.
No.
Steal your fucking salad.
That's incorrect.
Okay.
What wound up happening is that it's all you can eat salad bar. But what I would do at the end is I would ask for a to-go. And then I would go and refill the to-go and take it with me to go.
We started talking about Weck and Pumperweck, or what's it called? Pumpernickel and Kimmelweck. And I said it sucks. And then Jeff said, I hate Pumpernickel, to which my response was, fuck you.
Yeah, I know. I heard it. I heard what you said. Yeah, I'm sitting right here.
And then we discovered that Jeff's favorite salad bar had pumpernickel croutons. And now we have people saying pumpernickel. This baby has pumpernickel rye is the tits.
Tits, wow.
Outback is garbage. Texas Roadhouse rolls are better. Yo. Well, if I gotta have bread chat, I'll have bread chat. Fucking
first
you
off,
too, sir.
Well, listen, Texas Roadhouse
sucks.
They have what is it? It's like the cinnamon butter on the roll.
Okay.
I love Texas Roadhouse. Remember the last time I went for my birthday and I sent you a picture I got? What did I get?
You got
the prime rib.
You get the prime rib.
And I showed you the prime rib.
But here's the problem with Texas Roadhouse. And I'll tell you the truth. Dom, a.k.a. Zach, a.k.a. our old boss here at Radio 95.1, one of only 3 people, all 3 of which who don't work there anymore, that ran their own boards. He loved taking his mom to Texas Roadhouse.
It's delicious.
It sucked. First off, Texas Roadhouse, the only thing they have going for them is the bread. You can get white bread and cinnamon butter anywhere. What you can't get is Outback crispy, crunchy, perfect bloomin' onion sandwich pumpernickel bread. In the order of bread, it's not even in the top 10.
When we lived in Traverse City, right? Beautiful Traverse City, Michigan.
Yes.
There was not another human that ate more bloomin' onions
than this boy.
Than Riz Pop here, okay? And burnt, right? You had it nice and burnt.
I had nice and burnt.
Yep. And they would just sit there in the fridge. Once in a while, I'd sneak
you would?
One in the yap.
So what you're saying is the Bloomin' Onion and Outback is the Frasier of restaurants? Well, fuck you, Steve. How's that? I'm going to tell you how it is.
Nothing's that bad.
What do you guys, the Bloomin' is overrated. What is up with it's not. You have to sit. You got to sit in the restaurant. You have to get the hot plate. You have to pull it together. You can't take it home. The Bloomin' Onion is probably, the Bloom is probably the best appetizer that a restaurant serves. I mean, can you think of a better appetizer? I don't like the Bloomin' Petals. I think they suck.
Yeah, look, I think you're probably pretty right on this one. It's pretty hard to find another appetizer
as good.
I mean, you go to Chili's, what are you going to get? You're getting the crispy...
The corn on the cob.
The corn on the cob. I know. I get it.
The corn on the cob. The fried pickles. Steve, you know what, man? I like you. You're a weirdo, bro. You're a weirdo.
You can pull a fried pickle anywhere.
Exactly. I enjoy a fried avocado. Get out of here. Burn the bloom to a crisp. I will say that I like when the batter is burnt, so you could just eat the batter.
Okay.
Right? But again, that all goes with the bread. You got the pumpy. You got the batter. You make a batter pumpy sandwich.
Have you done this?
I did it a month ago.
So a month ago, you took
a batter pumpy sandwich.
The batter and then put it on some pump.
Yeah, I did a batter on
plowed it down your yap.
Plowed it down my... As a matter of fact, I have been saying to Baby Hands, this is no lie, she could even comment the truth. I have been asking her, politely, begging, can we please just go... I don't want food, I don't want steak. All I want is to go to Outback and have a Bloom. And she refuses...
Just sit at the bar or something there?
Sit at the bar.
Okay.
Have a drink, have a Bloom, have a pumpy. She won't do it.
Why is she so adverse to it? What's the problem here?
Listen, this is her world. I just live here.
Okay.
Okay, how about a spaghetti sandwich on white bread? Dude, I got to tell you, a spaghetti sandwich on the wheat bread is delicious, but I can't get behind I can't get behind a Sketti sandwich.
Who makes a spaghetti sandwich?
Oh, I've made spaghetti. You can't tell me you haven't made a fucking spaghetti sandwich, Jeff. Come on, bro.
I think that the bread is there. I don't just, particularly, make spaghetti and then decide that I want to make a sandwich out of it. It's just that the bread is part of the, the situation.
Entree.
Right.
Okay, so you're telling me you've never had
I'm sure you put it in, you roll it. I'm sure. Right? I don't like go to the fridge and make a spaghetti sandwich.
Okay, see, I'll tell you this. I have oftentimes heated up day-old spaghetti, taken out a loaf of bread, and made myself a spaghetti sandwich. There is nothing like a spaghetti sandwich.
I've never heard of that.
You've never had spaghetti sandwich?
No, it's just...
Are you crazy?
It's just all a part of the meal. So, like, when the meal is there, the bread is on the plate, the spaghetti is there, and if you do a scoop... You scoop and go?
No.
But making just a specific spaghetti sandwich, I've never heard of that.
Jeff, you don't scoop and go. It is literally you cut the loaf. You open the loaf.
You heat up the spaghetti.
You heat up the spaghetti. You cut the bread. You open the loaf.
Like
the
hoagie.
DePizzas, like a hoagie or whatever. Like a DePizzas roll. And then you open the roll.
Right.
And then you splatter the spaghetti, and then you put the roll back in the oven, so you have a fried spaghetti fucking sandwich.
Gotta tell you, I'm looking through
Look at
the menu here.
And by the way, the Pizzas, come on back. We love you, brothers.
And I'm not seeing spaghetti sandwich.
But you know why? And I will
menu
listen.
Here.
I'm going to say this.
Chicken parm.
I see it. I see it.
Fried bologna.
You know why?
Chicken cordon bleu. Love a chicken cordon bleu, but I don't see fried. Spaghetti sandwich.
Only because only a real man or woman confident in who they are as a person can do it. Okay? Now, again, Baby Ann says, I told you we could sit down at overpriced Outback, but I'm not paying for an overpriced onion to be mushy. You know what, dude? You'd shit on anyone's parade. You don't want to go to Outback, just say it. All right? But we're talking breadsticks at Olive Garden. I got to tell you, they're delicious, but you can't do spaghetti sandwich with it. I don't fucking want it. I want a spaghetti sandwich if I'm going out to a spaghetti establishment. I think it's true.
You're an Olive Garden guy, aren't you? It's okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you the answer. I am an Olive Garden guy when it comes to the meatballs. I know that they are not legitimate Italian meatballs. They're probably gross, but I can't go because I need to make a spaghetti sandwich, and I can't because there's too much garlic, there's too much oil. It fucks everything up. Can't do it.
Do you soup when you go there?
You can't soup.
You don't soup when you go?
You can't soup. You can't soup.
Tell
me why you can't soup.
They got the minestrone.
You soup?
I love the soup over there.
You soup. So every time you go, you soup.
I have gone just for soup and salad before. I'll minestrone all day.
Okay, for the $6.95. It's because you're cheap, not because you want good food.
That's correct.
Okay, well, Olive Garden's red sauce is no good. It's not about the sauce. OG is good for salad only. Olive Garden salad sucks. It comes in a big bowl, and they put dressing on it. Why can't you just get lettuce and croutons?
It's soggy.
It is soggy.
The salad is soggy.
It is soggy.
Yeah.
It is soggy. It has chicken Alfredo, I guess. Stephen McHugh, I can't take you seriously if you're saying the chicken Alfredo from Olive Garden is good, but you won't eat a fucking bloomin' onion from the ridiculous, or you want to have a spaghetti sandwich or eat pumpernickel from Olive Garden.
I haven't gone Alfredo in a while.
Alfredo on your pasta or just Alfredo in general?
Just chicken Alfredo in general. Yeah.
What's up, Robert? Yeah, we are Philly boys, and that's why I can tell you that a legitimate spaghetti sandwich, if done right, whether you go down in South Philly and you have yourself a rigatone, or you do, have you done lasagna sandwich?
I have not done lasagna sandwich. No, that's pretty fat. To take a hunk of lasagna, you fat pig, and throw it on a roll. You blimp.
Listen. You mean to tell me you've never listen to me. You have never taken a piece of Stouffer's crusty lasagna, put it on Italian bread, and had yourself a double-decker lasagna sandwich.
Right. Yeah, the answer is no to that.
Thank you, lasagna sandwiches are delicious. Thanks, Dane. Appreciate it.
I do tell you what I do like, though, from the stove. I enjoy the mac and cheese. And you know what I always like to do with the mac and cheese? I like to put it on just a little bit longer so it burns.
Little burn on the outer.
Okay. That's what I did when, I was, just a poor night show host. And I would always score that from the gas station and
really?
Yeah, and do that.
A lot of people call me a bajigaloop.
Quite a big bajigaloop.
Baby hands won't eat bottled Alfredo. She's an Ital. I get that. Mac and cheese, please. That's fat guy meal, fat boy. Listen, if a fat guy meal is a lasagna sandwich, then call me a fat guy. Maybe it's just a sandwich that you guys aren't smart enough to think of, because you're going to dip the bread in the lasagna anyway. You're going to dip the bread in the lasagna.
I get it, but when you start construction of foods like that,
yes,
it becomes a fat moment.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It takes a lot to mouth it. It takes a lot to mouth it.
It takes a lot to mouth it if you don't cook it right, bro. Think about this. If you Stouffer's lasagna, do you not burn the top?
I do.
Okay. So the burn is one layer already gone.
But no. It's everything. And then you kind of like use your fork and get around it and mix it all together. It's a problem when you get away from the little one, the single one, and you go family size on it. Then you're a pig.
Okay, it's funny you should say that. El Jeff, a little garlic butter on the bread, then add spaghetti and bake. Thank you. I'd totally lasagna sandwich with you, my love. Thank you. We're gonna do that soon. Just grab a fork, you fucking caveman. The skin is the best part. Here's the thing. Baby hands introduced me to the family. Now, can I eat a family-sized lasagna? The answer is no. Can a 110-pound, 5'2" Italian eat? She eats the $10 block of lasagna.
Right, the one that goes in.
It
takes 2 hours in the friggin' oven to cook.
I got to do 32 minutes in the mic.
And
then I got to do another 35 minutes in the oven just for her to have her lasagna. So we can't eat like lasagnas together. Like we can't do the Paisan lasagna because it will take 4 hours.
Right. So she hammers the what brand do you get?
Stouffer's. You can't get any other brand.
No, the Rayo ones are good and they're decent, but
Listen. Rao's is overrated. They have good sauce, but you can't tell me that Stouffer's doesn't make the best lasagna frozen, bar none. It is the best. You burn it. You eat the skin. You make a sandwich out of the skin.
I don't skin sandwich.
People just make it homemade. You know what, Steve? Not real men. Real men go buy their lasagna. Okay.
Come on. Who's got time? Make a lasagna. That takes forever.
It does. It's too much.
I always think in my head that
I've done it a few times, but it's been hours and hours and hours.
It's like I really have to be committed. If I'm really putting together a lasagna, it takes a friggin' eternity.
Papa Joe's and my Greek wife make the best lasagna. Listen, I'm not saying they don't. I'm telling you, there's no lasagna that is better than Stouffer's frozen.
But the Greeks change it up,
they
they put weird
feta
things in.
They put goat dick in there.
Yeah,
it's goat dick. I don't want goat dick.
Feta's in there, all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I make a good homemade lasagna. Sometimes you feel. Listen, I know I wouldn't like it. I'm going to tell you I don't like it because you're going to put some shit in there like fish.
Right.
She put she's too Italian.
I don't know why I don't have the lasagna patience anymore. I used to, I just don't.
Because you have a life to live. We have meetings tomorrow. Right. Like, we fucking have meetings tomorrow.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is that because of these meetings, I don't have time for you to make a 7, 8, 9 layer lasagna when I can go to Stouffer's and I can put it in the goddamn oven for an hour and I could burn it and make a lasagna sandwich. That's the whole friggin' point.
All right.
Does Sbarro have a lasagna sub? Sadly, it doesn't. Lasagna does take forever. It's a good Sunday meal. What we're talking about is just sandwiches that you can make based on food. What's going on? Our friend Jimmy Z popped in. It's not. Listen, it's not trash. It is not trash. Steve is just starting shit. I think the point is
you are a shit disturber. Steve.
He is a shit. Yeah. We started with Weck.
Right.
All right. And the best subs that we've had is our friends at the Pizzas, but still, I bet you our Italian friends could tell you, Italian or Greek, the best lasagna, and prove me wrong, comes from Stouffer's. There's nobody else.
Okay.
There's nobody else.
Look. It's I think it's up for debate, but generally I will make my own lasagna. Generally, but there's nothing like pulling one of those Pompeys out.
Fazoli's has better lasagna. What the fuck is Fazoli's? What are you talking about?
Is that a restaurant?
Is that a restaurant in Traverse City?
It can't be a restaurant.
Listen, and here's the thing. Jimmy Z, we've been trying to get a hold of you, brother. We'd love for you to join the podcast. We get a ton of listens and interactions. We'd love to work with you again, maybe build something. Maybe what we could do is we could build a Jimmy Z's spaghetti sandwich.
Yeah.
I promise you, people drunk as shit would eat a spaghetti sandwich. I guarantee it.
I got to tell you, if it was like when I was hosting nightclubs and stuff back in the day.
Right.
I might think about spaghetti sandwich if it was on the menu there.
I would eat it sober. Well, that's because, listen, I love you, babe, but she's 110 pounds. I've never seen anyone who can eat as much as her. I'm going to Google Fazoli's real quick because Fazoli's, let's see.
It's a restaurant. Right? See, it doesn't...
Okay, but it's a national chain based out of Lexington, Kentucky. You can't tell me they have the best goddamn lasagna in the country,
Kentucky lasagna?
Kentucky lasagna. Nothing beats a fresh tamale. Look, I get it. Sketty's Stouffer's can make meatloaf. That's it. Okay.
Nothing beats a fresh tamale.
All right. If we're going to talk about frozen food, Stouffer's meatloaf tastes about as good as a backdoor Rosie. Awful. It's barbecue sauce.
What? Have you been there?
A backdoor Rosie in my dreams.
Okay.
And I can tell you it's probably not good. I've definitely been to an abject failure that was their meatloaf.
So you walk into a room.
Yeah.
There's Rosie.
There's Rosie.
She's presenting.
Presenting right there.
It's the meatloaf or it's Rosie?
Oh, I'm going Rosie every time.
You're going to take a roll? Okay.
Every time. Can you put spaghetti in a calzone, like paisanos? I'll tell you what. You know what? If the spaghetti was reheated, it has to be day old. You cannot have fresh spaghetti.
You can throw a lot into a calzone.
You can put anything in it. Think, what can't you put in it? You could put a bloomin' onion in a calzone.
You could put a lot in a calzone. There was a place over there on South I wanted to try. I had passed it, and I tried to fire up one of their calzones, and no bueno. It was like Venice pizza or whatever it was, and I was like, oh man, that looks like You think to yourself, all right, you got a menu. You look it up online. The Italian guy's there, Boyardee,
Fazoli's was an Italian restaurant in TC. They went under, and I could tell you from working there, the lasagna came from Cisco's Artie Made or Gordon's Food. There you go.
See, there it is.
So basically, it's low-brow, low-dollar Stouffer's. I pay $10 for one lasagna, and it takes us two. Do you know Kraft mac and cheese? It takes us two to eat.
Two Crafts?
Two big boxes of Crafts, bro. Wow. Leo's Bakery and Deli. Okay, here's the thing. I appreciate, and maybe it's why, I only endorse stores I believe in. I went to Leo's. Can I tell you the truth about them?
The song? Is that the stupid song?
Leo's Bakery and Deli. Yeah. Here's the thing about Leo's. Way too expensive. They think they're way too highbrow. I went and got a meatball Sammy.
What do they think? Tony Soprano in there? I mean, what are they thinking?
They think that fucking Paulie Walnuts is there. You walk in, all right? You say, let me get a meatball Sammy, okay? You go, I'll take the 12-inch one. They put it on this very thin bread. It's good. It is what it is. I got two.
Okay.
How much you think it cost me for two?
If you
two sandwiches.
I bet you $30.
What about $38.95?
What about Kiss My Ass?
Yeah, you know what, man? Yeah. This was when we were still getting our severance.
Okay, all right.
But it was right around Baby Ann's birthday. But I'm telling you, $40 for a 12-inch meatball sub, two of them, ridiculous. The cakes, they're okay. The monkey bread. I can do without Chico's monkey bread. I don't need monkey bread. Who fucking cares about monkey bread?
Pulling bread apart. Yeah.
It's too much. I enjoy Leo's, but it's a treat, not a regular go-to, because it's so expensive. Why would you price yourself out of regular shit?
It's meatballs.
It's meatballs. It's meatballs.
Come on.
You roll balls of meat.
That's it.
You cook them.
Little seasoning.
You sauce them.
You sauce them.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. Little reg.
That's it.
You know?
Rabino's on East Ave, everything included. But you know what? How much is it? Because I will say, what's the big chain thing around here? Not the Pizza. The Bellas. Thank you. The Bellas. Even for a large DeBells, you're looking at 15, 16 Fozzie.
It's just...
That's a lot of Fozzies,
but
bro.
You know what? The Bellas is always packed, though. So people spend it.
Is it that they spend it, or is it because Rochester, and I'll be the first to say this, doesn't have a lot to offer food-wise? You know, you got to go to Spencerport to hit Jimmy's Eats. You got to go to DePizzas. I think DePizzas, if they were open for dinner, it'd be a totally different story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If they took it to the burbs.
If they took it to the burbs.
Yeah.
You go to DePizzas Brighton, and they're open for dinner, I think they whoop ass.
Yep, I agree with you.
Okay, but there's not a lot going on.
Put it right there. What is that, 12 corners or whatever it is over there?
Yeah, somebody says, a champion. He went to Jersey Mike's last night. What do you think about Jersey Mike's?
I like a Jersey Mike's.
I do too.
I
do too.
You know, it's not. I think it's exactly what is advertised. Jersey Mike's. That's my belief. So it's not like you're not expecting the greatest sandwich on the planet, but you're not. You know, it's not going to be terrible either. So it's either one is good.
I want you to pick a number from 1 to 11.
8.
Stickball special. I worked at Jersey Mike's during a time that, the pandemic really got the best of us. And I only worked there for a day. They found out I was not really the best when it came to customer service as far as working in a regular job. I learned how to make the stickball special. That's the number 8. I learned how to make the Italian. The one thing I don't like about Jersey Mike's is they put red vinegar and white vinegar on everything. And I got to say, I'd rather eat whoopie.
See, I'm a vinegar guy. I don't mind the vinegar. Yeah, I don't mind it.
It's too
I don't
much.
mind it. I need a little tang. It's like a little tang.
The 13 and the 66. Actually, what you're doing is you're trying to mess me up. Here's the thing. The 13 is the classic Italian. What they do is they go R17, R16. R16 is the chicken. R17, a regular cheesesteak. So if you're trying to trick me, they don't have a 66. Right. They don't have a 67.
Who you fooling around here?
You don't
Silly
even know
guy.
what I'm talking about. And a stickball special, let me tell you what it is. Salam, ham, gabagool. That's it. That's it.
The gabagool.
Salam, ham, gabagool. That's it. So I know the stickball special.
I got it.
So you need to tell me what it is.
I remember you worked there, right down there in Florida.
Right down there in Florida.
And everybody came in, that was from the Northeast. And was rolling into Jersey Mike's.
66 is not the portobello mushroom. You're talking about the L66. They break it up. L and R. You'll see the numbers next to it. Portobello mushroom cheesesteak. Just like they have all kinds of different... And listen, I can tell you just straight up the actual menu items. I was there for a day. And you know what they ended up having me doing by the end of the day? Selling cards. They just had me, instead of ringing people up, helping people, going...
Were you firing up cheesesteaks and stuff? Or you used to make yourself... You used to bring food home to your mom all the time. You had a new sandwich every night. You're cooking yourself up.
I started out as a customer. They said, do you want to work there? I was such a good salesman that I would come and I would sell charity cards.
Okay.
And then what I would do is, in return, they would give me some Fozzies and they would give me some Sammies.
Okay.
I did happen to pocket 40 to 50 free Sammies.
I was just an Instacart guy. That's all I did, man.
Oh, dude, I had an adventure. You stuck with one thing. I was a singing pirate. I went and I did some, got fired. I was what's it called? A sandwich guy, got fired. I was a pizza guy, did it for a week, I got fired. Well, really, it was one day because it was supposed to be on Tuesdays, got fired. Didn't work out for me.
Well, here's the thing. It's, the Instacart, like I did, you basically work for yourself, in a sense. So, you could just work whenever you want, whatever hours you want. I loved it.
Well, still need to try the chicken French Taco Tuesday beef au jus from DePizzas. Mention who you are and the sub is on the house.
Wow.
Well, look at that. DePizza subs. mention who you are. Now, I don't need 1,500 people putting my good buddy out of business, but if you'd like a free sub, mention to Pizza Subs and what sub you want, and just be like, yo, it's on the house. Our friend Sal will take care of you. It's good shit. Hopefully we'll be working with him again soon. The Dom of Dough. The Pirate was a good gig. Steven remembers the Pirate because do you remember I spent $250 to become a pirate?
With that outfit.
Only to be unceremoniously fired because I was a better actor, performer.
Than the one kid that had a problem with it. What was his name?
His pirate name or his real name?
I just remember that kid. I remember you telling me that there was like a lot of pirate drama.
There's pirate guy. Sir Agnew.
Okay.
His name was Sir Agnew, and I remember I was hired to be first pirate. My audition song was SpongeBob SquarePants.
Okay.
He didn't like that. He got bumped down to second pirate. I led the vessel. He bitched. He got me put on bartending. I was a bartender. I made a shit ton of money. I was okay with that. He didn't like that when I came out and I sang my pirate song, okay, because we all got tipped out. He didn't like that I outshined him.
Okay.
So he told the owner that I was stealing booze. True story.
And you don't drink.
I have not had a sip of alcohol in 5 years. I can't drink. I'm diabetic. I don't drink.
Right.
I mean, I can prove that with hair.
Right.
Well, I don't have hair, but whatever. It doesn't matter. So I was like, dude, I can prove this to you, but you know what? I don't even need it because we're about to go to Rochester, whip out our dicks, and be number one. And I just thought that, you know what? Before I did it, I just wanted to skidamarinky around and try some stuff. So I went from pirate to pizza to sandwich to Radio 95.1, and it was the most interesting 3 weeks of my life. I did so much.
And look at us now. We're driving down North Clinton Avenue last night.
You know, Jeff, I got to tell you, it was your idea. I'm not going to put any blame anywhere, but I will say it was your idea. Wasn't that when you got bit by a spider or something? You know what? A lot of people remember. Yes, I got bit by a spider on board the USS Lil Minnow. That's correct.
I don't remember that.
I did. I had to go to the hospital. Yeah.
Why don't I remember that?
I was in the hospital.
Oh, you're always in the hospital.
I'm in the hospital a lot. I think all the hospital runs together. I was in the hospital the other day. I don't even smoke a joint, let alone drink. You're absolutely right. I don't smoke weed. I don't do anything.
I am no good on the weed. I haven't had that in so many years.
Do you know, I think the last time that we did the weed was when we were given gummies in Detroit.
No, I didn't do the you know what? It was in Detroit, and I think we were going to a haunted house, and I might have had a hit or two, but like, I don't do the gummies.
I got gummied by Croft.
Yeah, and he put you down good.
I got gummied by Croft, and somehow I ended up driving a station vehicle 60 miles because it was in Holly, Michigan.
I do remember that.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So Holly, Michigan is like basically if you were to drive from Rochester or Buffalo to like halfway to Albany.
Right.
Like it was far.
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy, but yeah, we don't do good on the weed.
No, I get paranoid.
Yeah,
it's not good. Like some people, I get jealous of some people when I look at like Wiz Khalifa and he just smokes weed and laughs. Like I get paranoid. It doesn't work out.
Is it because here's the Snoop Dogg? Do you think he smokes all that weed or is it an act?
He smokes all that weed.
What does it do other than make you fucking lazy? And most of the people who are potheads, Jeff, are skinny. Think about it.
Yeah. Well, look, my friend Bonix is Wiz Khalifa's DJ.
Is he a big smoky?
He wasn't.
Okay.
But then, obviously, you work for Wiz Khalifa, and you wind up having to be. But, I went on the tour bus one time, and you didn't even need to you just sit on the bus. You don't even need to light anything up. It's unbelievable. Like, the weed setup that they have, it's crazy.
But Wiz Khalifa is another person. He's 80 pounds.
Right.
Snoop. 80 pounds. These known you don't know too many real fat potheads. Like I know Jimmy, but other than that, if you are a notoriously famous pothead, Cheech and Chong, you're fat. Or excuse me, you're not fat, you're skinny.
Right.
I don't know. Call me crazy. 4 guys might be being robbed as we speak. Massive chaos happening outside of the house. Well,
great.
Listen, somebody was shot earlier today.
That's good.
So I guess our Clinton Avenue adventures, I guess, are over for the week. Maybe as you watch this video or you listen to this podcast, because we're getting 500, 600, 700 downloads a night just on our podcast, which is on the iHeartRadio app, Spreaker, Stitcher, Spotify, all of that. I don't know, Jeff. Call me crazy. Maybe what we could do is we could go somewhere once a week.
Yeah, no,
do a combo from the caddy.
Yeah, combo from the caddy. It seemed to be a hit, and it switches things up. So sure, that's fine.
Would you? It helps with my headaches, my nausea. I don't get sleepy. It helps me eat. Sue really likes the weed. I know that Janet likes it. What's happening in your neighborhood? What isn't, Janet?
What is going on out there?
I don't know. Hold on. Honestly, I think it's just chaos. It's just lots of people running in and out, filled with bags, alarm going off. Listen, we might have to die. We might have to end this.
It's possible.
Let's do this. Visit our friends at the Pizza Subs. Thank you to our friends at PCHO for sponsoring this video. PCHO, awesome organization, Jeff, helping out the homeless.
Yeah, they do an amazing job. It's just a different way of going about things. And when they help the homeless, they walk you through the entire process. It's not just find you a place and get rid of you type of thing. They really try to help you be successful. So they do an amazing job at PCHO.
Red Front Liquors is getting robbed or not Red Front, the store next to it as we speak. So we'll go.
Four Guys or whatever it's called, or
is it Four Guys Liquor and Fries or something?
Yeah.
So we'll figure that out. But we'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day for us. The start of 2 big days.
Yeah.
I wonder how you're feeling. This is. I think we're kind of either closing in on something with
That's
tomorrow.
how I feel. I feel like we're closing in on something. I think the timing is playing itself out to kind of work that way, and I think good things are going to happen for us to end the week. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. All right, well, tomorrow, guys, we shall see you. Regular bad time, regular bad channel, and then think about it, where you want us to go. Maybe what we'll do is next week we go and we just kind of go live and try to make a fucking Sketti sandwich.
Okay. Sure, that would be real compelling.
Well, it's not. Here's the thing. It's not about compelling, and thank you for those of you just tuning in. Before we go, though, I did want to say thank you to PCHO, who has done nothing but support us. And I want to thank Kim, Joanne, and a few people. I know that we really got off on a tangent about spaghetti sandwiches.
Yes.
Okay, and I know we got off on Outback and about pumpernickel and eating batter.
Right.
But I really appreciate
batter
staying
sandwiches.
with us.
Yeah.
And by the way, the 1,300 people who watched us drive down Clinton Avenue live last night, and the 1,800 downloads was muy appreciado. You're putting us at the top of the feed, and we love it. And I guess if we have to put ourselves in danger every once in a while, maybe that's what we just need to do.
Yeah.
Maybe we should tell potential employers we are willing to put our lives on the line for our work.
Let's think that through. Okay. Yesterday, it was good. But the more you think about it, anything bad could have happened in those moments.
You're absolutely right. So to end, I would just like to say thank you to PCHO and a little quick teaser.
Hey, Rizzo and Jeff fans. This is Nick, co-founder of PCHO. PCHO provides outreach, housing first, and care management services to the greater Rochester area. We are excited to partner with Rizzo and Jeff to help spread the word about what we do. From intensive outreach to providing our homeless with access to life-changing services, we are a nonprofit organization that is committed to helping Rochester, and we are supported by small donations from people like you. Go to Rizzo and Jeff Facebook page for a link or head over to our website at pcho.org. Now enjoy the Rizzo and Jeff show, brought to you by PCHO, online at pcho.org.
The link right up there on the screen. The Pizza Subs. Name the sub, and you get yourself a free sub. Upstate Pro Wrestling. Thank you guys for the donations, going out there, selling that out, and raising money for this great charity. And we can't promise you danger every night, but we can promise you pumpernickel. We can promise you lasagna, Sketti sandwiches. We can just promise some fucking fun.
Yeah, look, I think life's a little better for us when we're talking pumpernickel. Okay?
It is.
Instead of being on Avenue D. All right?
All right, I'll tell you what. See you tomorrow, guys. Make sure you tell everyone, like, share, download this video. Thank you for all the downloads and views. I love you. You want to blow a kissy? Look at that. See you tomorrow.